So this is the cause, this is the effect. So both of these statements will either be right or either be wrong.
I started my full-fledged preparation after I joined the Ultimate Assessment Program at Civilsdaily.
There is a 12-month strategy which I have done on Civilsdaily platform only.
I reached out to the Civilsdaily team.
Civilsdaily.
Current affairs में Civilsdaily.
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 With Civilsdaily.
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 To Civilsdaily.
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 A mentorship program of Civilsdaily, and that did help me a lot.
This is the most important one or the most relevant one, is to identify the complementary and contradictory statements. Suppose if you get a question where you don't have the idea with respect to the themes, okay, you have zero idea with respect to the theme that has been asked in the question. In such questions, forget about the theme, just focus on the options they have given and just compare the options. You see if they and apply the cause and effect. So for example, if you see in this particular question, the second statement, don't go into whether that particular statement is right or wrong. Okay, just compare the statements. For example, in this particular statement, what they have given is the proportion of irrigated area in India is more compared to China. So let's consider it as correct. So India has more irrigated area than China. And second, average productivity per hectare in Indian agriculture is higher than that is China. Right. So both of these are complementary statements. Right. Why? Because your productivity is dependent upon the irrigation. Right. Fertilizer and seeds are the secondary things. But productivity is dependent upon the irrigation. So if India has more irrigated area compared to China, India will have more productivity compared to China. Right. So this is the cause, this is the effect. So both of these statements will either be right or either be wrong. It can't happen that the one statement is correct and one is incorrect. Right. So both of them has to go hand in hand. They will either be correct or incorrect. Now you go to the correctness or incorrectness of it. As China is more developed than us, because China has greater investment in agriculture than us, obviously the irrigated area will be more in China and the productivity is going to be more in China. So you consider both of them as wrong, and India has more arable area than China. If you consider both of them as wrong, these two are eliminated. You will be left with just two options. You can go with one. Okay. Similarly, if you see this, I have already explained. With respect to the PFAS, you don't know what PFAS is, right? That's completely fine. You just come to the second and third statement. Okay, they are not easily degraded in environment, and persistent exposure can lead to bioaccumulation. Right. So if you read the statements properly, they are not easily degraded. So this is the cause. And if they are not degraded, right, that means their persistent exposure leads to bioaccumulation. Right. If they are degraded, then automatically there won't be any bioaccumulation. They will get degraded or they will get extracted. Right. As they are not easily degraded, this leads to bioaccumulation. So again, both of these statements are complementary. Both of them have to be correct or incorrect. So your option will be on either 1 only or 2, 3 only or 1, 2, 3. So 1 only is not there, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 are there. You have to choose between B and D. Right. Are you able to understand how to find the complementary statements based upon cause and effect? Right. Now same case is with the contradictory statements. So this is the example of the contradictory statement. What they are saying, they are not naturally found in India. Okay. And the second statement is saying they first of all, This is your extreme statement. And they thrive only in montane grasslands with no predators. So if you see, India has the montane grasslands in Himalayas or even your Nilgiri, right? So if this is the cause that is they found only in the montane grasslands, then the effect should be they should be found in India, right? Because India has the mountain grasslands. So India has the mountain grasslands, so they should be found in India, right? But what they have given is not found in India or not naturally found in India. That means both of these statements are contradictory. Right, and that means your option A and B are eliminated because both cannot be wrong at the same time and both cannot be correct at the same time, as both these statements are contradictory. Only one of them will be correct. That's the second statement has the extreme statement in it. Right, you eliminate the second and you go with the option C. First is correct, second is incorrect. Right. Like I said, this requires a lot of practice to your brain, where without knowing the concept, you simply compare the statements, you apply your static knowledge. Right. So we applied our static knowledge, Himalayas and Nilgiris. Right. And based upon that, you compare the statement and you get your answer.